Hello everyone. In today's lecture, let us understand what is direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech reproduces the actual words used by the speaker or writer. Indirect speech can also be called as reported speech, is used when someone else is reporting what was said or written. So let us understand what happens in indirect speech when direct speech undergoes a number of changes when it is turned into indirect speech. So the changes happens with the tense, with the adverbials of time and place, with the pronouns. So how these changes takes place? Let us look into it step by step. In the indirect speech, when it is used, that is someone else is reporting what was said, no comma is used after the reporting verb. No change in tense of the reporting verb, but replaced by the apt verbs. And usually it is written in the past tense. Some examples. I have just given one example here to understand. Mohan said, I'm working hard for the examination. So this sentence, the actual words of the speaker are quoted. So we call it as a direct speech. When you look into the second one, Mohan said that he was working hard for the examination. We give the substance of what the speaker said, or without quoting his exact words. So this is called indirect or reported speech. Now, certain rules are essential to be followed while converting the direct into the indirect speech. The grammatical changes have to be carefully noted down. Now, the first rule in the reporting verb is a past tense. The tense of the verb in the reported speech must be changed to the past tense. I have given how the tense gets changed. So, to understand better, to work out this rule, these are some of the examples being given. The present tense in the reported speech must be changed into the corresponding past form. In other words, this is what we have to change shall into should, will, would, may, might, and so on. When you look into the sentences, you can easily understand how the tense gets changed. I read a couple of examples. He said, Rama shall come. Here, it is in the present tense. So when you convert that into the indirect form, he said that Rama should come into the past tense. So you can go through the remaining examples for each present tense, present continuous, perfect continuous. I have given one example against each present form. The second rule is the simple past tense in the reported speech is often, but not always, changed into the past perfect tense. He said, rain fell last night. So fell, past tense. So when that is converted into the indirect form, he said that rain had fallen the previous night. Past perfect. The next is the past continuous tense in the reported speech must be changed to the past perfect continuous. So I have given one example. He said Sita was dancing. He said that Sita had been dancing. So one thing which we have to notice there are certain exceptions to rule 1. If the reported speech relates to some universal or habitual fact, the simple present tense in the reported speech remains unchanged. He said, man is mortal. Here there is no change in the tense. He said that man is mortal. Now, the second one, if the reporting verb is a present or a future tense, the tense of the verb in the reported speech is not changed at all. The servant says, tea is ready. The servant says that tea is ready, right? The third one, change in pronouns and possessive adjectives. See, pronouns and possessive adjectives of the first and second persons in direct speech are changed into the third person in the indirect speech. I, you, that is here singular. My, your, become, he, she, his, her, changes into we. Here you is plural. Are, your, become, they, their. So this is how the changes happens in the tense. Rama said, I'm ill. Rama said that he was ill. So we have to be very careful, the minute details, how it gets changed. Now, if the person addressed reports the speech, the second person is changed to the first person. He said to me, you are stupid. He told me that I was stupid. So here the second person is changed into the first person. And here sometimes the pronoun he in indirect speech stands for several different persons. In such cases, we should either insert in brackets the names of the person referred to after the pronouns, or you have to use nouns instead of pronouns wherever possible. He said, I approve of your partnership with him. He said that he approved of his partnership with him. Then, in the reported speech, that is rule number 4, words expressing nearness are changed into words expressing distance. So I have given the words, how it gets changed. You can go through that. Now, in the indirect form becomes then. This in the indirect form becomes that. So likewise, I have given what are all the changes that can happen when you convert the nearness, that is the words expressing nearness, into the words expressing distance. Few examples given here. The teacher said, I am busy now. The teacher said that he was busy then. So you have to note certain things here. You have to bear in mind that if this, here, now, etc., if they refer to things present before the person during the delivery of the speech, no change is required in the reported speech. Look at the example. Afzal said, this is the pen I like. When that is changed into the indirect form, Afzal said that this, that is the pen in hand, it refers, was the pen he liked. Ali said, he is the stick we have been looking for. Here is the stick we have been looking for. Ali said, that is pointing to the stick in hand, right? Ali said that here was the stick they had been looking for. Now, statements in the indirect speech are generally introduced by the conjunction that. The teacher said to the girl, I know you and your mother. The teacher told the girl that he knew her and her mother. So some more examples are given for your better understanding. Then the questions. In reporting a question in the indirect speech, certain rules to be noted down. The first one is the introductory verb is changed to asked or inquired, demanded, etc. The second one is whether or if is used after such introductory verbs whenever the direct questions admits of one or two answers, that is yes or no answer. See the example. He said to me, do you know the way? This is something about inquiring about a place or a route. He inquired of me if I knew the way. The teacher said to me, what are you doing? Questioning something. The teacher asked me what I was doing. The third one is in reporting a command or request in the indirect speech. The introductory verb is changed into request, beg, implore, entreat, order, command, advise, threaten, etc. The verb in the reported speech is put in the infinitive. Examples given here. He said to me, give me your pencil. He asked me to give him my pencil. Some more examples are given. You can go through it. When let in the direct speech expresses a proposal or suggestion, we may use should and change the reporting verb into propose or suggest. She said to us, let us have some music. She proposed, or even you can use suggested to us that we should have some music. At the same time, when let does not express a proposal, it should be changed into might or might be allowed or into some other verb according to the sense. The second example is based on that. He said, let me have some tea. He wanted something. He is wishing something. So, he wished that he might have some tea. Next is with an exclamations and wishes. In reporting a wish or an exclamation in the indirect speech, the first one is the introductory verb is changed into wish, bless, pray, cry, exclaim, declare, etc. with such phrases as with regret, with delight or joy. Accordingly, it should be used. The appropriate words have to be used wherever necessary. And the second one is the interjections and exclamations such as, oh, well, hurrah, alas, brave, are omitted and their sense is expressed by means of phrases. See the examples given. What a terrible storm it is, he said. He exclaimed that it was a terrible storm. They said, hurrah, we have won the match. It's with happiness, right? So we have to use some of the phrases like delight. He exclaimed with delight. that they had won the match. He said, "Bravo, you have done well." It's appreciating some good things. So he applauded him, saying that he had done well. So this is how the suitable phrases have to be used while expressing exclamations and wishes. So I have explained the rules for changing the direct and indirect speech and how the changes happen with the various formation, with the change of pronoun in the tenses, in the imperative sentences. Yes, what are the directions to be followed with regard to the interrogative, exclamatory, declarative sentences? Hope it is very clear for you. And thank you for now, and meet you with another lecture video soon.